Welcome to Iconic TV Live, and today we are going to show you how to make money continuously over and over and over. And we're talking about using the power of subscriptions now in this era, and the old way of doing it is no longer working. A lot of people have seen that if you tried to build a subscription model, people would stay, but only for about 3 or 4 months. And 4 months was pretty much the average. And so people thought, well, I could do that and just have recurring money. But they didn't know how to build out the model in the back office in order to make the front money continue to come in. And that is what we're going to be talking about today. I am your host, Dr. Connie Scavella, and we come here on Iconic TV Live every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific. We've done so for 6 years, and we want you to come in because we're talking about the strategies and the principles that will help you scale your business from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less without all that struggle, stress, and overwhelm. So you can actually have a business that feeds you rather than you feeding your business. And we're going to really get into that today on how do you have this business feeding you again and again and again, month after month, reliably, so you don't go to bed at night stressed and worried and how is this going to work and what do I have to do now, and skipping from one event, one challenge, one shiny object to another. And we had this planned out for about 3 months to happen on this day, way before I knew what else was going to happen on this day. If you have been watching online or anywhere and you're really concerned about how do you use different strategies to make your business grow, Alex Hormozi is one of the kings of business growth, and they just came out with their third book, which is $100 Million Money Models. I don't know if you've seen this, right? And so this just came out. And so we are giving away copies of this today. So if you want to stick around, let us know if you want it. All you have to do is just say yes, right? Say yes, 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 I want this. And we will actually get it.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, that's how easy it is to get a copy of this book. I'm going to show you that in just a moment, so stay tuned. And so let's dive into this, what we're talking about today, which is AI-powered subscription strategies that are built for profit, not just for extra work. And that's where most people have been in. They're working so hard on these, and it's not working for them. So we want to really look at how do you do it the right way? Because if your offer isn't evolving, your subscribers aren't evolving either. Having a subscription type of model is not something that, like the Ron Popeil commercials, you just set it and forget it or something like that. No, this is something you do have to pay attention to. You have to keep feeding this thing. When people want new, the attention span is so short. And so you're going to have to constantly refresh. If you're not, then you're stuck in course world. Maybe you have a course and it's static, and then you don't get anybody to buy because they don't want that anymore. It doesn't work. So this subscription model is an elegant combination between the two, and keeping a live audience, getting them together in person or virtually, but still having something that allows you to have money on the back end. That's the beauty of this, and this is why this works so well. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about this book here today, and I'm going to give you some copies of this. If you want it, stick around, and you can just type $100 million money down below, and I'll reach out to you. And I'll show you exactly how you can get it and have it in your hot little hands in just a couple days. And that is a hardbound copy. Okay, that's not a PDF. It's not a copy of a copy of a copy. It's the actual book from acquisition.com. So what we're talking about, and as a bonus, I'm also going to give you the book that we wrote 2 years ago called The 12 Profit Levers. And this is one of those levers. So that's why I said we've been planning this for a while. So what is the sort of order? If you're talking about these money models, and we start with attraction offers, how do you get people to come in on that first big offer? And then once they get that, you want to take them a little higher. Now that you have this would be a great compliment. This is an upsell. Again, this is all in the 12 Profit Levers book. And then what if they don't want that? They can't afford it. They can't do it at this time. Then you can offer a downsell offer. So you can come down a little bit, give them something that does work for them so that everybody gets their foot in the door. And then today we're talking about the continuity. This is the memberships, the subscriptions. This is where you can really build a nice, quote, passive income. I don't like to say passive because you're working for it, but a little bit passive, okay? And if you want that, just type passive down below and let me know. So this is how you can get this book, right? If you do want some help building out the right money model for you, maybe you need more that offers, and maybe it's the downsell, the upsell. Maybe it's the other 8 strategies that we talk about that are vital to scale your business from 6 to 7 figures. So we'll get you both books, and you can hop on a 10-minute call with us. On the 10-minute call, we'll get you that 12 profit levers, and then we'll if you do need more help or want more answers and you want us to build you a roadmap, we'll do that and get you the 12 profit levers and the $100 million offer. So you will get both. And all you have to do is go to callconnie.com and hop on a quick 10-minute call. Super easy, right? Okay, so who should have a subscription model and who shouldn't? Let's look at who might need to rethink this, okay? Do you really need this or maybe not? It's not for everybody. So let's take a look at who it is for. If you are a one-off service provider, you just offer one thing and there's no repeatable value coming at the back end of it, no, this isn't really your thing. If you are a business with a high churn rate, people come and they go and they come and they go, and you're not able to really keep them very long, not very low value for their lifetime value, this isn't going to work for you either. If you're a product seller, and there's lots of service businesses out there, 74% of businesses out there are service-based business, but the other quarter are product sellers. If you're a product seller, but you don't have a replenishment, a way to keep giving them more, then that's it. Okay. And anyone using subscriptions as a quick cash grab rather than a value gain, those are ways it's not going to work. And who should? This is what we really want to look at. Should you do a subscription model? Should you have a continuity offer where you're getting money every single month? And I'm going to show you different models, and I'm going to show you the 7 ways to build this out. So if you're a coach or a consultant, like our company is, and you have ongoing transformations that you do for people, it's a great way. If you are a SaaS founder, lots of SaaS founders out there, especially with the AI, everything, people are making apps and software. Well, that's a great time to do it. If you have membership communities are really vital to growing and keeping your business strong and healthy because people do want to connect. We're tired of being isolated in our own little cave. And people used to love the working at home, but now people are liking getting together. And if you have some sort of a community, you want to do that. If you are a service provider and every month you have consistent value that you can offer, this is a perfect time. And if you're a creator and you can offer some sort of exclusive content, that's a way to have recurring models. And keep in mind, these subscription models can be all kinds of things. There are things like subscription and continuity boxes. And there's a great place called Vital Choice. They have the best seafood ever. And since I had mercury toxicity years ago from my dental work, like molars and cavities and things, well, I had toxicity and mercury everywhere. And so I was very careful not to have mercury-laden fish, even though I love fish. And the best place to get it is either Norwegian or Alaskan waters and wild fish. And a Vital Choice has the best fish for that. So every month I get these big containers of all kinds of great fish. So they're still out there. Go ahead and look them up. And it's very healthy. So that's a way. There are those makeup boxes that come. There is Omaha Steaks is another thing. There are chicken places now that they send you, range chicken. So it doesn't just have to be software or a membership. It can be anything that you want to offer. So kind of get creative, right? The most creative businesses are the ones that actually have the most profit and stick around the longest. So what is it for you? What is it that you could offer continuity for? And look around at what you have. You don't have to come up with something new all the time, but you can also barter and partner with other companies and put something together. That's part of the bundling aspect. So you can do all of the 12 profit levers that we talk about, and you can put them together in addition to this continuity. So what you want to consider is that how do they have this experience? And the experience is actually important. So let's say you have a newsletter. That is a form of continuity and subscription, whether it's a paid newsletter or not. And I'm going to show you which way it should be, paid or not. So you want to have that feel like they got the VIP pass. Okay. It's like, ooh, this new thing came. It's just for me. I'm special. Not like a chore. Oh, this thing is here. Oh God, I have 4 of these newsletters I got to catch up on. And then you eventually quit, or it just goes in spam and it gets deleted and ignored. And your email algorithm just throws it to the back. So this is why you have to pay attention, give that VIP experience to everything you offer so it doesn't get discarded. People have very short attention spans. So here's some ideas of some places that are crushing it. Do you have a favorite newsletter that you like? Do you have a newsletter? If you do, put the name of your newsletter down below so other people can see it. You can go to the Iconic Edge and you can see our newsletter. And so here's a couple of them. A lot of people know James Clear because he has Atomic Habits. It's a great book, and he has a phenomenal. These are some of the top ones, okay? He has a phenomenal newsletter that's out as well. There's Nice News, where it's just positive stories that they tell. And then there's Superhuman AI. This has become very popular for 1 million subscribers because they talk about how productivity and tech can get together. And then there's Ben's Bites. Sounds like a very common name, right? Millions of subscribers, and he's got all kinds of quick and witty insights on AI. You notice the trend here, lots of AI. That's what we're talking about too. And then the rundown on AI, 2 million subscribers, daily readers every day, and it is the fastest growing tech digest out there. So now imagine if you could monetize that or get sponsors for that and grow your email list, because there's the power. That's a platform you own, is your email list. And this is why this is so important. So think about it. What do you have? And if you don't know how to just start, you can just start with a newsletter. We highly recommend going to Substack. You can also go to Medium, but I love Substack because it is multimodal. You can have visual, you can have a podcast, you can have an audio cast, you can have a blog, you can have your newsletter. People can chat with you. It is awesome. So look me up on Substack, okay? And you will see the Iconic Edge. And if you have one, connect with me. Let me know, and I will be happy to read your subscription. Okay, so which are you going to do? Are you going to do like a hard subscription, something that comes in the mail? And some people actually print out newsletters now and send it because people are liking that more. We get a little tired of the email inbox. So think creatively, okay? So let's take a look at the 7 ways that you can have a subscription offer that actually sells, that actually makes you money. So let's dive into these 7. And this is where I want you to pick at least one. Okay. What can you do? How can you use one of these methodologies to really scale your subscription and make it stick? First thing that you have to focus on is you have to focus on the clarity, because people have to know exactly what this is about for the transformation. And make sure that your title is right, the information you give, you don't have to over deliver. It's Occam's razor, right? That's the maxim we always talk about from physics is when you look at all of the options, eliminate everything else until you're just down to the basic essential things that you need. Don't put in extra fluff for fluff's sake. Okay. So think clean, clarity, and just what they need that day. People can only digest information in short bites. All right. Now, you also want to think about the right model. You want to choose the right model. And there's 5 right models that you can choose from. Let me show you a graph of these and how you can apply these and pick which model is best for you. Okay, because we can start with access. And if we look at these, and if you want these slides, if you want all of this information, just ask for it. Just type slides down below or send me a message. I'm happy to get it to you. So access is where you have exclusive content. It's like, ooh, you have one of those red lines, red rope access. Okay, so maybe you have exclusive access. A replenishment is where they keep filling up what you're using. You see this a lot on Walmart, on Amazon, on all the grocery and shopping stores. Everybody wants you to subscribe right away, hoping that you don't forget. And curation, right? That's another way that you can do it, where you can make it all personalized. And one of the things we do with new clients is we personalize notebooks for them and make things stand out because, like, oh, this is special. It has my name on it. So here's the rest of them. So which one would you do? How about if you have the SaaS option? Okay, if you're a tech founder and maybe a consultant, you can use that. Use software, and it could even be gaming, right? It can be apps. And behind me, you see Tim. Talk to Tim. You can go to the Iconic Mind, and you can get our mind downloaded. How do you do business and grow your business and elevate your mind at the same time? Because how you do business is how your personal life is, how your personal life is, how your business is. They're both the same. You don't need different strategies. So that's a subscription model. That's our AI app that you can use. So which one is it for you? What would you use out of all of these? Maybe it's a hybrid, and where you have a hybrid where they get certain limited access, they get extra service, they get some extra perks. This is really good for some premium brands that are out there. So of those 5, there's the hybrid, the SaaS, the curation, the replacement, and the access. Those are the 5 different types of models. Which one would you put into your place? Which one works for your type of business? So just start with one, and then you can go from there. Now, the next thing that we want to look at on these 7 steps that you want to focus on is this. We want you to then think about the design. You want to design it for an experience so they have a great onboarding experience when they're engaged. How do you engage them when they become a member? Is it just a welcome letter? Here's your password. Or do you have somebody call? Do you give extra gifts? We do like birthday gifts and holiday gifts and send things out. What about when it's time to renew? How is that experience? And the exit strategy, if they want to leave, what do you do? How could you maybe bring them back in? I'm going to show you a way that you can do that. And if you do want some help, if you want to have a quick chat, just go to callconnie.com, and all you have to do is book a 10-minute call, ask your questions, and we will point you in the right direction so that you don't stay the bottleneck in your business. And the next step is that you want to price your subscription for retention, not for acquisition. And think about this. Your goal is not to just get more and more people. Your goal is actually to keep them. And so you could have different tiers like silver, gold, and platinum. We have apprentice, we have mastery, and we have legacy tiers with different subscription models that we have. You can have a freemium where it's a little bit free, and then they can upgrade to a paid version. You see this a lot on your phone apps, like, oh, it's free, but then they give you ads a lot. A lot of the fitness apps, diet apps do that as well, and that works extremely well. MyFitnessPal is a great example of a brand that does millions and millions of dollars and does very well. The Keep Calm apps are another example of doing that, and usage-based apps so that you get a certain amount free, but then when you use a little bit more, then you pay. And again, all three of them work. You could even have a combo of all of those for your subscription model. So what I mean by this is you could give it to everyone for free and say, here it is, try it for free. And for 3 months, they get it for free. And then they can get into a continuity program, let's say for 12 months, and then they would pay for a year. But that has given them 3 months of time to get a little addicted to it and realize, hey, this is something I would use. And they feel very comfortable signing up because they know they can trial it before they start paying for it. And along the way, then you can always offer extra incentives. I'll start your paid trial now. And the earlier they start, the greater the discount is. So this is the upfront model that you can look at as well. Now, another step that you want to look at when you're building out your membership is that you want to look at stacks. How can you stack this? Another thing and another thing and another thing. And this is where you pull in the bonuses. And you have to really think about your bonuses in order to get the right bonuses that they go, oh my gosh, I just want it for the bonus. When Alex did this book launch, which we're giving away this book, when he did this, he did a great job of stacking bonuses. And you can look at his $100 million offers. And he talks about the offer stack. We call it a 9-cube stack. And there's 9 different ways that you can stack and make your offer absolutely irresistible. So if you want this book and the 12 profit levers, so it's not just the 4 money models, there's 8 more that are with it. And all you have to do is go to callconnie.com and we will get these to you. And they are it's a hardbound, okay? So that way it'll last. Okay, so that is the step. Think about stacking. And the more you stack, the better you stack, the better you understand the value and price it right, the more you're going to stack money as well. And then you also, number 6 is you want to automate the journey. Subscriptions, continuity programs, memberships, newsletters, they take some effort. Now, you don't have to do it all. Hopefully, you're hiring somebody to do this. But you do have to put work into this, whether you block it and you block time to do it, let's say once a week, rather than trying to work on something every day. But where can you automate the journey? How can you use the tools in AI and different tech and tie it together? Now, keep in mind, the AI is super powerful, but if you spend all your time learning it and getting frustrated and adding more and more, it defeats the purpose. The AI is there to make you more productive. And also, you want to string together different ones, just like at Christmas time, right? You have a string of light bulbs around your house or on your patio. Well, what do you do when one bulb goes out? You replace it and the whole string works again. It's the same with AI. You're stringing together different tools and technologies to give you a whole system. And if one thing is no longer effective, you can just screw that one out and put another one in. So this allows you to personalize it and to optimize it, and also take advantage of what are the different trends and things that are happening. So the more you can automate, the less you have to do, and your payroll goes down too, especially if you're using AI. So the last one, the 7th step, is measure what matters, right? When you think about OKRs and KPIs and all of that, that's where all of this comes from. Like, you want to measure things to make sure you can see how they're working. And this allows you to build something very turnkey. Okay, I know this is happening, and then you know where to make little iterations along the way. So this will help you understand and increase the lifetime value of your customer, which is the whole thing, right? If they can stay in your orbit, in your universe, then that is helpful to you. And if you're looking to harvest your company, meaning you want to ultimately sell your business, maybe you're a startup and you're thinking, I want to sell this, and you're building some sort of a SaaS product or a tech product. Well, the lifetime value of the customer is everything. People are looking for that. It's not just MRR, right? Monthly recurring revenue that matters. They also want to see how your retention rate is. How long are people staying? And do you have a process if they start to leave? Do you have a way to reel them back in? Okay. This is the key, right? You want people to say yes once, but you still have to have them have a way to be saying yes to you every single day. That's the power of subscription continuity models, right? I had when I talked about at the beginning, vital. What is it? Vital Choice seafood, right? I had that for years and years and years. To this day, I still order. It's the only place I order my fish from. Okay, and we're talking, probably 20 years. That is a long lifetime for a customer. How could you do that for your customers? What do you have to do to make it so effortless for them to keep saying, yes, do it again, send it again, right? And it was the variety. First, they only had 3 or 4 kinds of fish. By the end, they were in all kinds of things. I get my blueberries from there. They made olive oil. They got into supplements. It was amazing, right? How can you do this? That company sold for, I think it was in the billions of dollars. And because they had this part down, they knew how to measure, and that's how they got it down. So if you're wondering, how do I do this? How do I build this constant recurring stream of income so I can really depend on it? And I don't have to worry at the end of every month or at the end of every night, oh, that wasn't a good day. Oh, how's next month going to be? Oh, it's summer. It's not going to happen. Or, oh, there's a political thing going on, or the economy is going down. Having this continuity program makes you immune to all of the outside forces that could hold your business back. And that's what you're looking for. What are those secret little keys that you can turn and unleash massive amounts of profit? So if you want to get this book, by Alex Hormozy, and it's great. In fact, if you go down, this just came in yesterday. So back on page 133, the 4th chapter. So these are the 4 money models. This is the continuity that we're talking about today. And so I would love to get this in your hands so you can see this as well. And as well, we will also want to get you the 12 profit levers. If you're coming to one of our workshops, we will get all of our books to you for free. So if you want to go to one of our iconic workshops, go to theiconicworkshop.com, theiconicworkshop.com, and you can register there. We are starting them virtually as well. So for the last 2 years, we've done them all live in person, and we're going to continue to do them live, but we're also adding in an online element. So if you don't live in beautiful Del Mar or San Diego County, you can then come join us. It's a 2.5-hour workshop, and we go through those 12 profit levers. So it's like this book times 3. Okay. But everyone who comes to the workshop will get one of the books. So I have lots of them to give away, and we're happy to do so. All you have to do to get started is go to callconnie.com, and we will put that in your hands, and you don't have to worry about it. So again, recapping today, we talked about how do you get the monthly recurring revenue. You can do a subscription, a continuity model, a newsletter, and there's so many different ways that you can do it. It's just a matter of creativity. All you want to do is just book a 10-minute call. Tell me about your business model, and I'll ask you 7 quick questions in that 10-minute call, and then I will be able to point you in the right direction, which model and which way you're doing it. So if you have any questions, if you need a replay, if you got here late, ask for the replay. Happy to get it to you. And please come subscribe to us on YouTube. We just started our new YouTube channel, so you can watch this on YouTube at conniescavella.com. So go to iconictvlive.com or go to YouTube at conniescavella.com. And until then, have an amazing day and be iconic. And we will see you next Tuesday at 5 p.m.